Now, when I recreated this beat, I was really interested in where the intro sample actually came from, and I can bet you $10 that you would never have guessed where it's from. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I remade Fully Loaded by Trippie Redd, Future and Lil Baby. Now if you want to get this exact FLP, you could head over to my Patreon, where all the drums, effects and serum presets will be included. And if you want to get all the drums from all the other songs on Mansion Music, you can find the Mansion Music drum kit down below. But without further ado, let's start off with the strings. This is the pattern that repeats throughout the song. However, in the beginning you can actually hear that there's a slight variation of this sample, and that's actually because it's sidechained, EQ'd and put in reverse. As for the higher string, I let it sit at around -12 dB and I cut out some of the lows. When it came to the lower pitched one, I actually added this EQ and an instance of Shaperbox where I created this sidechain. Now since I've actually added this EQ, the decibel level actually increased, so I had to create an automation clip which came in when the reversed string pattern is playing. The reason I did that is because we want both of them to hit at around -12 dB. I then went ahead and right clicked on this, and then I created an automation clip, which then I turn on whenever the sample is present. And actually when the drums are introduced, the reversed string and bell isn't actually present in the beginning. At first when I started this remake, I tried to recreate the melody, which sounds like this. But I couldn't figure out a preset that was close enough, so I just used the sample from the original song. However, when it came to the lead, I managed to recreate both of these, and this is what the first one sounds like. When it came to the effects on this one, I let it sit at around -15 dB, and I also cut out some lows and mids. And the second lead, which of course is in the FLP, sounds like this. It actually took a long while to recreate this beat, so if you could like and comment and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Now something that I didn't notice at first when I listened to the song is that there's actually some panning happening when the melody is playing. So to recreate it, I just right clicked and created an automation clip on the panning channel, and I made this automation clip right here. And I recommend wearing a headset to distinguish the difference. As for the leveling and effects, I just let it sit around -15 dB, and I also added a low cut and a high cut. We then move over to the drum, starting off with the 808 pattern, and the 808 is of course in the drum kit, as you can see right here. You can see that this 808 pattern is relatively simple, however the hi-hats are more complex, and therefore you just want one complex pattern and one more easy pattern. As for the effects and leveling on the 808, I let it sit just below 0 dB, and I actually turned off the soft clipper because the 808 isn't actually going above 0. Next up is the clap pattern, which sounds like this. And I let the clap sit at around -3 dB. Next up is the snare that's used throughout this song, and this is the pattern it plays. And there's also another snare playing in the background, which is the same one again. However, you have to adjust the out knob so that it makes it more tight, and it sounds like this. As for the leveling on the snares, I let them sit at around -3 dB. We then move over to the hi-hat pattern, and this is what it sounds like. Also then have another hi-hat pattern which sounds like this. And to recreate this sound, you want to head over to the control, find pitch, and then you want to select these notes right here. You want to right click on your mouse and hold it, and then you just want to drag them down. So this is before, and this is after. Now the hi-hats I let sit at around -60 dB, but you can hear in the original song that they are actually slightly panned to the left, so then I adjusted them. When the drums are introduced, we have this down filter or impact. Now this down filter is actually very hard to find, so I had to recreate it by using a couple of stutter and gate effects and some delay. And if you guys want a tutorial on how I did it, just leave a comment down below. And we also have this machine gun effect, which sounds like this. This sound is actually introduced 58 seconds into the song, just before the hook starts again. Now, when I recreated this beat, I was really interested in where the intro sample actually came from, and I can bet you $10 that you would never have guessed where it's from. Now, if you want to see where the sample actually came from and how I recreated it to match it perfectly, there's 2 shorts videos down in the description which you can view. But if you don't want to see those, it's actually from this video of The Undertaker from 1999.
To get back with me, Austin.
So then I just found the words that he says in the beginning, and these are the original sound clips.
Austin, what it is I want, Austin, is your blood. Fully loaded.
So then I just chopped them up, I added a delay and some volume automation, and this is the finished result.
Austin, what it is I want is your blood. Fully loaded.
And I'm also doing a Crazy Train remake as well as some other remakes from the Mansion Music album, which are coming very soon, so make sure that you turn on the bell so you know when I post those videos. But without further ado, here's the entire beat.